Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch Finn, and this is actually the second version of Finn that we've got. He's in his Stormtrooper outfit known as FN-2187. But the awesome thing about this figure is that the head sculpt is not the same as the first one that we got. I will be showing you a comparison of that. And also, the body is not the same as the First Order Stormtrooper, so I'll be showing you that as well. On the back here we get a small bio that you can go ahead and read there, but let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here is FN-2187 out of the packaging, and alongside the two figures that I'm going to be comparing it with. So let's get a bit better focus, bring that brightness down, and take a closer look. So let's start off by comparing the two heads, shall we? So the new one looks just more lifelike, more accurate to John Boyega, but also I feel like it just looks more finished. This one has a much better sort of looking skin tone, and it looks much smoother, much more like actual skin. Looks like it may even have some shading in there around the nose and stuff. It just looks really cool. Eyebrows are a little thinner. The eyes actually have brown painted in them, whereas this one, it just kind of looks lifeless. Also, this one's a bit kind of rough around the edges, and it looks as if it has a rough 3D printed sort of texture to it. It doesn't feel that way, but that's how it looks. So it looks sort of unfinished. That was my biggest complaint with this figure in the review. Whereas this one, honestly, is 10 times better. It is so much of a better head sculpt. And as for size comparison, they do stand exactly the same height, so that is very good. In comparison to a Stormtrooper right here, he does stand a little smaller. He is a little small for a First Order Stormtrooper. The reason for that is the fact that this body right here is a little wider and it sits a little lower on that ab section. So it's kind of similar to how they did the Luke Skywalker version of the Stormtrooper figure. Comes with the same gun and also the same handgun that can both be stored down there on the leg. If you want a closer look at those, just check out the review for this. All the details on the body are exactly the same as this guy, so just go check out that review. On my figure, the black isn't put on the best. Here, as you can see, it is, much more sort of vibrant. I don't really know the word, but basically there's more paint there than there, so it does look better. As for the actual helmet, absolutely fantastic. This is so awesome. It's a little bit more rubbery than the Jango Fett one, but pretty much, it's still a sort of harder type of plastic, so it's going to conform back to its original shape. It's not going to be like super warped or anything. It's exactly the same, except for two minor differences. One, the fact that it's got the blood hand marks on there, which looks so cool, and also this little bit of detail at the bottom right that you can see there is actually not painted, whereas on that one you can see it has a little bit of silver. So that's the only difference really. I don't know if it's my figure or if it's all of them. As you can see, this little black bit on the belt is on the third one over. On this figure you can see it in there, it's on the second one over. So I don't know which one's accurate, or if they are indeed actually both accurate, or if the pouches are sort of interchangeable and whatnot, so they could be in any order anyway. So I'm not sure if that's on my figure or if that's on all of them. But that is one minor difference as well. But that's the only difference with the rest of the armor. The arms and the legs are the actual same parts and everything, so it's all exactly the same. The helmet going on the head fits nice and snug, and obviously you can tell a difference between the two because of the body shape of this guy and everything. And also I feel like the helmet sits a little bit lower. The helmets are actually the same size as far as I can tell. When you put this on the head, it does obviously look a little bit bigger, but for the most part I think it is actually done pretty much the same size. There's going to be small variations anyway because it's a different material, but it does look like it sits a little bit lower on the neck there, so you might not get as much articulation out of this one as you will this one, but it's really, really minor. But obviously it does aid in making them look different, so that's pretty cool. So articulation wise, the head can go up and down. Bear in mind, when you move it around with this helmet on, you are going to be moving the helmet on the head as opposed to actually moving the head. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what the actual head can do, like so. The shoulder comes out to the side, not hindered, rotates all the way around. Rotation down here at the elbow along with the single joint, rotation at the wrist, which also goes in and out. You got the ab section, which rotates like so, and left and right, so really, really nice ball joint right there. Legs come out to the side, forward and back. Upper thigh rotation, we have double jointed knee, the feet can go up and down and have ankle pivot. So I went over the articulation with that other figure, so I thought I'd just go over it with this one, but just nice and quickly. So I definitely think that this figure is worth getting. It's a nice iconic piece. You know, just like the Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, it's always nice to add more stormtroopers to your collection, no matter how they look. Even if you don't want this as a Finn, if you just want it to be a cool, you know, separate figure, you know, he's got blood on him and stuff, it just looks awesome in a display. If you just have a bunch of First Order stormtroopers, I just think that it looks pretty sweet. But I think that this is one of the most iconic scenes in The Force Awakens, and for that reason, it is definitely a figure that you should be picking up if you're into it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. I have already reviewed Jango Fett from this wave. Next one coming up will be the Han Solo from Episode 7, and then we'll be taking a look at the First Order Flame Trooper. If you want to check out more pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below. And for more Black Series reviews, go ahead and subscribe. I also have some LEGO Star Wars reviews and some Force FX lightsabers and stuff coming too. So if you're into Star Wars, it's a good time to be subscribing to this channel. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.